Welcome everybody. My name's Lena, and I think we're gonna play Return of the Obra Dinn tonight. So strap in. Hopefully you enjoy mysteries, because this game is fantastic. So hopefully you enjoy mysteries about what happened to the Obra Dinn. Lost at Sea, 1803, the good ship, Obra Dinn. How'd you press a button? You're on East India Company Insurance Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately. Prepare a full assessment. Falmouth, England, 1807.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the
Wake
box?
it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
All right, let's go check out the Obra Dinn. So I really enjoy this game because of the art style. I think it's called Ditterpunk. It's very, very unique. You don't see. I say this is one of the few games that does it. I think Pony Island is another one. Pony Island's a little different in style than this game. But the whole point of this game is that you go around the entire ship and try to figure out what happened to the crew of it and why it was lost at sea.
Oi! It's too heavy!
Oh, it's like you can't pick up the damn crate. What a useless cretin. And now we're getting to
It's
the.
too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Now we're gonna get to the main mechanic of the game here. This book. It's a book, I know. It's like a Mr. Henry Evans has sent us this to help us in our journey of figuring out what happened to the Obra Dinn. Has a table of contents, all the chapters named for you. Has the route of the Obra Dinn. Oh, the Obra Dinn here has a route. Has a deck plan. Has the crew. And if you look, there is a ton of people that are part of the crew. And then a sketch that shows you a little bit about everyone. Not a little bit about, but gives you kind of a faces to match the names with as you go through and learn about the fate and the disappearance of these people. We have all the chapters. And the whole goal of the game is just to fill out the book. And get a glossary here that tells you bits about, well, being on a ship in these times. Get the memento mortem. Remember deaths. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's check it out.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Huh. Wonderful spot to start this off. And this is the whole mechanic of the game. You go back in time and see what happens to the corpses that will slowly appear from each of these scenes onto the ship. You have to go through the context clues of each of these scenes and the audios to figure out what happened. Like this one, it starts with this man right here getting shot by the captain, which we know that because he's shooting him, and B, they were trying to break down his door and yelled captain. Cotton. And if you zoom in on them, it kind of shows you in the picture who they are, because actually that sometimes actually really helps, gives you a hint about who they are. That's the end of every scene. We'll get a little page and a recap of the scene in your book. Now, I know this one's going to be a little different than the normal content I make, but you know, always time for experimentation. And then, once you watch your scene and you learn if someone died in the scene, who, and then you can, and we know this man was shot by a gun by the captain. And that was due to the facts that we learned in the previous scene. Now, normally when you hear that sound, that's the end of this sequence of scenes. So you'd walk to the door, go all the way through. All right. And as you go through the scenes, the ship will mysteriously open up and show more and more mysteries and scenes as you go through the ship.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Pretty brutal scene. Now, if you ever want to play this game yourself, make sure you go around each scene and look at them thoroughly, because you can see that this is going on right here, but if you actually go around back here, you can see this man jumping down from the top of the ship. Alright, we have no clue who this is. We haven't been given any info. But we do know he has been knifed by the captain. You know what? I've played this game a couple times. I never have noticed that the captain gets stabbed in the side here. First time I ever caught that. Maybe you can see how he's clubbing him in his head, and then if you see this guy's dead on the floor, the other guy, you can actually walk all the way out here and see him dead. But you can even walk here, which you see that really cool like splatter, or well, actually I shouldn't say splatter, but movement effect. I don't know what the hell why that popped up. That really cool movement effect, and then you come in here and you can see it's this woman looking not so very healthy back here. Yeah, sadly in this game, sometimes these scenes last a little long. Other times they don't last long enough. But even if they don't last long enough, it just means it brings the book up a little early. Who is this? Oh, well, they were clubbed by Captain. Captain. Okay, here we got this dead person and this dead person.
Abigail, your brother, my friend. I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
So now that was a very good scene because now it has given us knowledge about who this man is. And sadly, I wasn't paying fully attention, but I believe it gave us knowledge about who she was as well. And then, of course, through this whole thing, we've learned who this man is throughout the whole thing via the first scene. And I'll probably stop explaining this game eventually. But it's just such a good game. I love this game so much. I hope if you like puzzle games or mystery games and stuff like that, you really give this game a try. And now we get to see a new mechanic, which if I believe if I click on him, a new mechanic, which will show. So now instead of his picture being fuzzy like some of the other characters have been, his picture is very clear. We have all the pieces. The clearer the picture is, the more info that you have about said character, where you can guess who this is. Like, and I believe there's 3 sets of pips. You have 1 pip, 2 pip, and 3 pip. All 3, it's very difficult with the info that you have at the moment. 2, there's some info that'll give you a hint, but nothing really definitive. And 1 pip, you really should be able to figure out who it is through the evidence you have collected. Which now I was going to explain it after I said that. Thanks, game. And that really just revealed the whole stick of the game, is guessing who these people are for the most part, and figuring out how they died. Or, well, I should say disappeared from the ship. The captain committed suicide by gun. Problem is, we don't know. Because this game will only validate fates in sets of threes. Huh. Weird. Now if we look through our book, that was the last part of the end chapter. So where do we go next? We shall see. And what those means is that there's 4 deaths. 4 people that have died in this chapter. Oh, oh yeah. If you look at the doors and they start looking fuzzy, like this one, traditionally means that they've been opened because of an action you have taken or of a scene you have seen. I probably shouldn't say those words. What the hell is that? That she just got taken out by a post. Oh, this game looks so good. Just the art of it. So good. I can see a scene with a bunch of different characters in it. Yeah, he came up here. You see how all these people, like, you come over here, you see this guy's dead, he's dragging his corpse. See these guys getting attacked and fighting off. It's a kraken. See that guy up on the top ropes, it's about to get snagged by the kraken. Not top ropes, the rigging. Top ropes is a wrestling thing. Now, who is this? Well, she was looking for her husband. She was apparently the last person she spoke to before she passed. Um, and the only person that's really, or at least shows that she's married with a double last name, is Miss Abigail Hoskett Witterell. And sadly, she has been crushed by rigging. Oh, what's the watch doing? Oh. Oh. Showing me a death in a scene. Now we get to follow this little ghosty thing out. And it reveals the corpse, or well, the dead body, which is a corpse dummy, of the person we just saw in that scene. Oh. I'll say some of these get very graphic. Like that one. I never noticed you could literally see him splitting in half. You look around, you can see some other stuff. Someone getting thrown a gun here. There's a goat there. There's a couple people that have been flung overboard or flung into the ocean from the little boat they have taken. Tell no one's climbed up on the rigging yet. This guy's just coming up here. How'd this man die? Yeah, there's no audio here. I don't know how you would figure out how this guy. Because if you knew his tattoos and stuff, you could kind of figure it out. So let's see. Let's take a wild guest here. Call him Omid Ghul for Persia. He was torn apart by beast. And technically, because we have two that we kind of know are true, we could kind of brute force him. And we could figure out who he is. Oh. I'd say we really didn't have much info, but since we had the other two we knew were mostly right, we're probably right. You can kind of brute force some of these into knowing who some people are, because really, later in the game, it does not give you much info. For some people just remain mysteries in certain ways, where you almost have to guess. Oh, I didn't even see this guy dead over here. Whoops. The spirit sometimes likes to go on adventures. So, see how this guy is in a bad situation. See inside there is a man inside there. See these guys stumbling up to get up here. Look over the rails here and see anybody down there. Remember that boat from the previous scene. Oh, sadly, you really can't. These people stumbling up here. It's like walking around a painting, like a comic strip. Oh, I have no clue who this guy is. How'd he die? Well, he exploded. Oh, looks like the lower decks have now been opened to us. And this is where you start seeing some of the weird stuff. I shouldn't say weird, but some of the more probably brutal, some of the more brutal deaths here. Oh, this man, who's crushed by a cannon. Oh, yeah. This is also a really good scene, Kobe. If you walk around, you can see this man was crushed by the cannon, but walk around over here, see what really happened was this cannon fired after getting knocked loose, taking that guy out, shooting this guy in half, blasting through the wall, loosening this cannon, causing it to fall backwards and crush this man against a post. Of course, we actually have a hint about who this is from the scene where Abigail died. Io was actually crushed by a cannon. And if you ever like want to go through and let's say, like I just said, we have a hint about who. Well, we actually have a hint about who this man is because Abigail was his sister, and her last name was Hoska. Probably be the same last name as him. Be very odd if it wasn't. Oh, well, close the book. If you go through, you can see that this was the man Abigail was yelling at. I believe his name was Martin. I keep closing my book because I'm used to tab going back, not closing. And then, yeah, look at this guy. Even though we actually have it, we've seen him in one memory. If you know some stuff about... Oh, that's weird. Know some things about boats. You can see that he's manning the helm, so he's most likely a helmsman. Oh yeah, you can go through here if you want to see his first memory. You can see his memory on the deck map. You can see his depiction in the Just as a Sea sketch, which is this sketch right behind us. Or you can make bookmarks or remove the bookmarks. But there's normally just one helmsman, and he's manning the helm, so he's most likely the helmsman. And go over here, you can see the artist, Mr. ES, has his little signature there. Go through, take a look at all these people. Some of these are saying, oh, you could make a guess. You would have to really guess who these people are. Like, we haven't had it. We had the one memory where Abigail died with those two people. Well, if you ever think, oh, well, in this scene, so and so got called this, you can go ahead, mark them in the Justice of Sea map. It'll really give you some help when you're working your way through when they disappear or when they died. That you already have their name there instead of having to go search for the name. So this man is, oh, where's his job? Oh, there we go. He's the artist, Edward Spratt. Let's show us this man right here. And Oh. Spooky. Man, that's brutal. That is graphic to hear. And as Guar said, he's been decapitated. Come over here to see some more scenes of what just happened prior, or what happened prior to the scene we just saw, as the cannon fires and knocks this cannon loose. We need to come over here. Nope, that's a later scene. So you see this man getting crushed, his knee absolutely... Oh, maybe his knee isn't shattered. Yeah, that's not. Well, he's about to be shattered. See, the creature has wrapped its tentacle around the cannon. Oh, no, no. I didn't realize this VTuber reveals when I'm yawning. Can't believe I'm being betrayed by my own VTuber. Kind of messed up, man. Oh, I didn't even see this guy. Oh, no, actually, I believe he's the one being shot by the cannon. And I think you could technically count that as the beast. But you could either put it as the beast, or I believe that's this man. Because he's the one who technically lit the fuse. Let me make sure I got that right. I did not get that right. Or who lit it. I just didn't know where that other guy died at. Oh. Oh, did they? Oh, I think they both got shot by the cannon. Did I just not remember that? Yeah, because technically him who lights the cannon and causes it to fire. Yeah, some things you could just move through like you're a ghost. Other things are rock solid. I don't know why. But you know. Makes it a little bit easier traversing the ship here, but other times it makes it a little annoying with the stuff you run into. Ooh, I'm yawning a ton. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. I'm not recording this that late. It's only 9:06. Oh, it's not. My taskbar is messed up. It's 9:43. Oh. Now, this man, he was crushed, and technically crushed by the beast. A door has opened. Oh, yeah, you can't interact with the doors in the dreamscape. And come in here and see where the cannonball ripped through the side of the ship. Get kind of spooked by the door closing by themselves. Do we know they did not have automatic doors in the, what is this, 18th century? Oh, actually, I think this is the 19th, because I think the book says... Yep, 1807, so it's the 19th century. Oh, you get little hints about stuff where you get this little trail of blood that leads into this room. Reveals a dead body.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
We have this poor lad here who has been injured in some way. This man who's helping him, which I believe that is William. And then we have this man on his way down. How's this guy? If you look, just got done. Something bad happened here. Not real bad. That guy doesn't have a face anymore. That guy's dead. Oh, there's more blood trailing off this way. So this ship went to hell on its voyage. It's like about one of my favorite horror movies, Event Horizon. Very, very good. Fantastic film. At least in my opinion. Now, not everyone might like the film, but I enjoy it. I'll show you. You'll actually do chapters out of order. Oh, didn't do that. Where we didn't finish the chapter, or not that chapter. Where was the chapter? Yeah. So we actually did finish their Doom. There's still 2 more parts left in the Doom. But you could pick up somewhere else in the book, depending on if you find the trigger for it, the little corpse area for it. So, this man was, I believe, knifed by, we do not know. I want to check a control real quick. Because there's a way to... Well, I guess not. Huh. That must be a controller control only. Because well, maybe I'm wrong. Could have sworn. That's what I was trying to do. So you have to examine a face. Couldn't remember. So. Him. Mr. William Hoskett hollered out for Brennan, and he looks like he's the one who heard that and was like, "Oh, that's my name." So, by what we can kind of guess, is his name is Mr. Henry Brennan. Sally was knifed by the captain. I'll just shut the door behind me. Oh, silly ghost. See, even the ghost can't get through doors. What silly naval ghost. Needs us to find the next body.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Oh. My man just ran up and clubbed this guy in the head. But I mean, if you were on a boat and you saw seen as someone who just blew someone's face off, you probably would do the same. Oh, yep, and there's our proof that he was knifed. And sometimes you'll do this. Sometimes you'll guess and get correct, because I remember there's a knife on the floor over here when we found his corpse. A lot of context and a lot of clues in this game. You really got to pay attention for, which is obvious. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm really praising this game and explaining how the mechanics work when I've been recording and you've been watching 41 minutes. Just keep seeing me looking down on my phone. I'm sorry. So wait, is that who that is? Oh, I guess it is. Huh. That's not what I meant to do. I'll go back to that chapter before we go and find that corpse. So this man was clubbed by a Mr. Henry Brennan. And again, technically we could, if we wanted to try, to brute force our way into figuring out who he was. But no point wasting our time on that. We should just keep going through. Well, there's no point to try to brute forcing stuff until once you're done with the scenes, and there's quite a few scenes you have to get through.
You have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard.
No!
So it sounds like these two are planning a mutiny. And then, but poor old, what's his name over here, which we haven't learned yet. Heard and heard and caused them to kind of turn on each other since one stab. Heck, this is one of the scenes you can kind of explore a good chunk of the ship while you're up here. See, you come up here. There's a man dead over here. I think you can see. No, I guess not. Okay. So, and he was shot. Should say head blown off by someone we still don't know who they are yet.
Let them go!
Let my people go! God damn! She be gunning him down. Holy shit. Look at that spray though. Cause like chest is exploding. Her shirt is exploding. Such a like, I don't want to say attention to detail, but just such a nice way of just like expressing everything that goes on in a scene. But actually, if you want, you can go all the way down here, which I believe you have to in a minute. Oh, that's what it was. These, yeah, these two. Yep. We're discussing treason or mutiny. That's when he's taking off running, and during that time, that event up here happens. We'll say this game really makes my VTuber pop. Oh, gotta go around. Oh, sure. Big stretch. Ugh. Got there, you can see something shining in the ocean. Look over the ocean, see what's shining. There's nothing in the sky, so it must be in the ocean, which is very odd.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last one.
They had a very powerful, I won't say powerful, but a very exciting sword fight. Sadly, this man lost. This man, he won. I may have said his name, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry again. See everyone, Mr. Britton running. Is that Captain? Nope. That's Mr. Hoskett. Captain nowhere to be seen. Probably most likely grieving his wife. There's this guy spying on these two after this man was killed. His arm sheared right off. Right. Ah, yes, his name's Paul. I did it again. I'm gonna keep doing it. That Minecraft in me. Even though Minecraft does it, I don't know why I think Tab is like back. That was was it sworded? No, it should be stabbed. Oh wait, it's a killed sword. Don't know why they want to stab. They've killed was killed with a sword. You know, there's a name for that. And it's a stabbed. Whoops, that's not who that is. I gotta come all the way back down here where I was. Go check out the dead body. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Ta-da! I made a body appear. Doo-doo.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now. You're in a
Put me down. Let go.
Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The that. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Huh, that guy died. So he's very important to see. This man right here. They actually gave a lot of info without realizing it, because they actually revealed his identity and an identity of who his friend is. His quote unquote Frenchman. See his blood trail showing all the way over here. Bop. How'd he die? Well, we know he had a Frenchman, so he's most likely to bosun. Forget what a bosun is, though. Not my fault. And I think technically torn apart by the beast for him. Hey, there we go. He's missing his arm. Yeah, torn apart would make sense. Alright, well, that's 6 fate discovered. 54 still missing. But I think we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to see more, please leave a like, a comment. Please subscribe if you are not already. And hit that little bell. Thanks so much and have a good rest of your good rest of whatever time of day you're watching this. Bye-bye.